While Tesla is full speed ahead in the growing Chinese EV market, legacy automakers are truly struggling, and Mercedes' EV business in China has turned into a complete disaster. It is amazing to see how well Tesla is doing in China. We heard all through 2023 and 2024 that Tesla was struggling in China and was doomed in China. And then we got the numbers and we can see that Tesla has the best-selling EV model in the country in the first half of 2024. And the runner-up is BYD's Little Seagull. So not only is Tesla Model Y the best-selling BEV in the country, but it is outselling the Seagull that cost about 1/3 of the Model Y. That is quite impressive. And then in third place we have the Tesla Model 3 beating the likes of BYD's Dolphin. Just imagine what will happen to Tesla sales in China when they're going to come out with 2 more affordable models next year, and then the $25,000 EV in 2026 or maybe 2027 that will probably be even cheaper in China. Tesla has so much space to grow in China that is rapidly shifting to EVs. But even though China is shifting to EVs, one of the old favorites is finding it hard to sell EVs in the country, as AJ could share in his analysis of Mercedes China business. As he wrote in his post, Mercedes China's EV business has turned into a complete disaster. Mercedes' inability to increase sales in a quickly growing market should worry Mercedes investors. This analysis also demonstrates that it is not an affordability problem. Chinese apparently find Mercedes EV unattractive relative to competition. As we can see here in this chart, you would expect Mercedes EVs to be a bit more expensive than a Tesla, but as you can see, the only EV on this list that is much more expensive than Tesla's Model Y is the EQE SUV. As you can see, the EQA is much cheaper in China than the Tesla Model Y or the Tesla Model 3, but they are still not really selling. Tesla sells in China in a single day almost as many EVs as Mercedes does in an entire quarter. Ouch! Tesla makes about 24 times Mercedes China EV revenue. This is not good, as Mercedes is only making about 10% EV and the rest is ICE cars. So they will drop fast in China, as they are already at 50% plug-in vehicles today. And we can see on this chart that in July 2022, non-Chinese automakers' share of the Chinese auto sales was 50%, and now they are down to 33% only 2 years later, and they have not seen the bottom yet. But it is not just in China Mercedes EVs are struggling. Mercedes delivered 45,800 EVs in Q2 2024, down 25% year over year. EVs now makes up 9.2% of their cars sold, down from 12% in Q2 of 2023. So Mercedes seems to be losing in the EV race, and even in China, with more affordable EVs available than Tesla, they still only sell a fraction of Tesla's volume. So their ICE sales is gonna fall off a cliff over the next couple of years in China as they shift to EVs, and the Chinese don't seem to want their EVs. So it sounds like Mercedes is about to lose about 50% of their profits that used to be made in China. And at the same time, they can look at Tesla, which has the best-selling EV model in the country. Not easy being up against Tesla, even with the many so-called Tesla killers they were supposed to make through the years.